Hey girl, hey, welcome to Elite Her Academy Week 1 Bootcamp. I'm so excited to be hosting this today. I just want to take out the time and pause for a second to acknowledge everyone that is here live. For the ones that may be watching a replay, thank you guys so much for investing in yourselves, believing in yourselves, and believing in your vision. So let's get into this boot camp. This boot camp is going to be, week 1 is going to be about brand identity that attracts, converts, and aligns with your purpose. So we're going to be transforming your mindset and your business for lasting success. So welcome. I'm the founder of Elite Hair Academy. My name is Dell. I created this space because I saw too many women with amazing ideas and they were just sitting on them. Not because they weren't capable or that they didn't care to move on to the next steps, but they didn't know what were the next steps. They weren't taught clearly as to what to do next. They weren't taught how to position themselves, and they weren't taught how to build a brand that attracts and converts. So this boot camp is about taking actionable steps and creating the identity of your brand. This is where we're going to build a real foundation for your business, and it starts right here. So let's get real before we get into our strategies and before we get into the bootcamp. How many of you guys have gotten a brand name in your notes but don't have a real lunch plan? You got it in your notes, you got it on your tablet, you got it on your iPad, but you don't have any real lunch plan, no actionable steps to get this product or thing going. How many of you guys have ever bought a Canva template, but it still doesn't feel like your brand is standing out to your customers, to your audience? No one is buying your product. Or maybe you feel stuck at the idea phase. Maybe you're to the product launching phase and you've been there for months. Or even if you just have got into that phase, you aren't quite sure what to go next. So let me tell you guys that this bootcamp is not about motivation. This is about gaining structure and clarity. So this is why this bootcamp exists. And we're going to break it all the way down. So let's get right on into it. So before we get any deeper, I want to make sure you guys know that this bootcamp isn't just about giving you information. It's not just about you coming here, reviewing this video, and doing nothing with it. This is going to motivate you while giving you structure, clarity, and strategy. So let's talk about the things you'll walk away with by the time we finish all 3 weeks, because I don't want to confuse or overwhelm you guys. I want you guys to remain clear, focused, and moving like an actionable business owner that you are meant to be. So week 1 is going to be about brand identity. This is all about identity. This is where we're focusing on helping you get clear on who you are helping, and how you show up online. You'll walk away with your brand identity blueprint. This is going to be your personal foundation, because once you get clear on your message, your vibe, your energy, posting becomes easier, your content becomes more aligned, and your people or your audience will start to feel and start trusting you. This is the week where you stop blending in and you start standing out. And your audience is going to come to you. You're going to attract those people instead of running to them. So week 2 is going to be about business foundation. Week 2 is all about legitimizing your vision. I'm going to walk you through setting up your LLC, your EIN, your business bank account, positioning yourself to get business credit, and understanding how to structure your back end like a real business. Because let's talk about it. Structure is how you are going to get paid, funded, and respected. You cannot be running a six-figure business, running it from your Cash App, your Chime, and those other third level or low level banks, digital banks. No. Ask anyone that's making 10K, 5K. I promise you they're not running 5 to 10K from their business, not personal, but from their business through Cash App. I can guarantee you that. So we'll get all into that in week 2. But week 3 is going to be about execution and monetization. So this is where we're going to bring it all together. And we're going to show you how to execute like the CEO you're becoming. You're going to package your purpose into an offer, service, or a digital product. You're going to choose a platform that works for you. And you're going to learn how to show up online and actually convert your audience into clients. So, because the truth is, consistency alone doesn't build a business. You need clarity, strategy, execution to gain income. You're not just guessing anymore. We're not just moving because something just told us to do something. And I'm not talking about intuition, but you're not just coming up with anything and acting on it. In this boot camp, you're going to learn to structure. You're going to learn to structure, clarity, persistency, consistency is all one big bubble. So by the end of this boot camp, you won't just feel motivated. You'll walk away with clarity, confidence, a blueprint, and the beginning of a business that's built with intention and structure. And you guys, I promise you guys are going to hear me say that throughout this entire boot camp. If that sounds like something that you've been needing, stay locked in. So, what's powerful is that every successful brand you see today started by addressing a pain, a problem, or a need, just like the struggles you feel. Are you guys tired of working a job that you don't want? Working a 9 to 5, putting in overtime, your friends are going out and you have to stay in. The rent is coming up on the 1st. Oh, I have this bill due. Oh, let me work 2 doubles. Let me get a second job. Let me get a third job. I know with this economy, things get, life. But aren't you guys tired of that? Aren't you tired of not being able to spend all the time that you want with your kids? Aren't you tired of not being able to take your kids to school? Aren't you tired of not being able to take your kids on a vacation to Disney World and all of the things? Aren't you tired of feeling lonely, depressed, drained, stuck? You don't know what to do. Aren't you guys tired of feeling like that? And I have been there before. I want you guys to take a look at these brands. Each of these brands were born from a pain or a challenge. Let's take a look. The truth is, 90% of successful businesses are built from pain. The same pain that I just showed you guys. Everyone has a pain, a struggle with something. Everybody struggles are just different, but everyone has something that they are going through. And that is how businesses capitalize and remain successful, because there's a need for their business. So when you talk to the pain, it just does something. It wakes that person up, whoever that you're talking to, and they're going through something. And if you can solve their problem, they're guaranteed to pay you money. But listen, let's get into it. I want you guys to look at these 3 brands. I know you guys may have seen these brands before and may even feel a type of way about them, but I really want you guys to really look at the business aspect. These brands aren't just logos. They aren't just names. These brands are from women who turn their pain into power. Let's start with Spanx. Sarah Blakely had $5,000, no investors, and she was tired of wearing outfits that didn't make her feel confident. She literally cut the feet off her pantyhose and said, there's got to be a better way. That moment of frustration, that insecurity, that turned her into a billionaire. Then there's the Shade Room, created by Angie Nwundu. She lost both of her parents. She was broke, grieving, and trying to survive in LA. But she didn't just sit in her pain. She created a space where culture could speak for itself. She runs one of the largest Black-owned media platforms in the world. And if you are on Instagram, you definitely have ran by the Shade Room. I don't care who you are. I know for sure you ran by the Shade Room. Yes. So my favorite one is going to be about My L Organics, which is by Monique Rodriguez. She was in the deepest of her pain. She lost her baby, and to cope, she started mixing oils and products in her kitchen. That grief became a gateway. Her healing turned into a business. Now her products are in every major store, and she secured a multi-million-dollar deal with Procter & Gamble. So here's the truth. These women weren't just lucky. They weren't just blessed. This didn't happen overnight. They were broken, and they built from their pain. They capitalized off their pain. They kept going through their struggle. They kept going. They were persistent. Persistency is when you are going through the motions. You feel like that you can't do it. You feel like something is tugging at you. Something is pulling you back. You're trying to go, but persistency is when you persevere. You keep going despite whatever you are going through. You keep going. Consistency is when you continue to do it over and over and over throughout a period of time. Persistency is when you persevere. You keep going, no matter what you're going through. Consistency and persistency, get them in your vocabulary. So what I'm trying to tell you that is everyone is going through something. Capitalize off your pain points. So if they did it, so can you. Your business does not have to start off with luxury. You don't have to come out with some fancy logo. You don't have to come out with some fancy product. You don't have to come out with something that has to be the top of the line. I know that you aim, and everyone aims for their best product, but it can start with a light bill being due. It can start with your back being against the wall. It can start with you feeling like you don't even know who you are anymore. That's where purpose is born, right in the middle of that pressure. This is exactly why your brand identity needs to be rooted in pain points, because your identity should speak directly to the people you want to serve. If you've been asking yourself, why me? Then maybe the better question is, why not you? So now that we understand that pain creates purpose, let's break down what you're actually building. Because here's the mistake I see way too many people make. They think that a logo is a brand. They think that the color palette is a brand. They think it's cute content. They think that it's enough to gain them credibility. And let me tell you, your brand is so much deeper than that. Anyone can create a logo, but if there's no recognition, if there's no story, if there's no pain behind your brand that you make, people just see it and keep walking by and go on to the next one because they can resonate, they can feel it. So your brand identity is the soul of your business. It's the way people feel when they land on your page. It's the way you talk to them. It's the way they associate with you, even when you are not posting. Let me break it down into 3 parts so it makes sense. Number one, your energy. This is your vibe, the experience people get when they come across you. Are you the soft, nurturing like a big sister? Are you the bold and direct like a coach? Or are you calm, modest, and reserved? Let's talk about it. When someone sees your Instagram, your TikTok, or your website, what energy are you giving? Not what you think that you're giving, but what are people actually receiving? That's something to think about. Two, your voice. This is the way you speak, write, and teach. It's your captions, your DMs, your emails, your lives. Do you talk in a motivational tone? Do you break things down? Like you're talking to a friend, a daughter, a sister? Do you use humor, tough love, or storytelling? Let me give an example. A credit repair page posts, fix your credit now, click the link in the bio. Versus, tired of being denied for apartments or cars? Let me help you rebuild the future you deserve. It's the same service, two totally different voices. The second one feels like somebody gets it. The second one makes someone feel like, I do deserve it. Let me call you now. Let me click the link in your bio. So, three is going to be about your visuals. This is your style. This is the look, and this is the feel of your brand. It's your color, it's your fonts, it's your logos, it's your layout. It's how your content is designed. Is it clean? Is it soft? Is it bold, dramatic, modern? Let me tell you something. If your visuals don't match your energy, it confuses your audience. So, if you're a soft, nurturing coach, but your colors are neon, red, and black, it's giving disconnect. We need harmony and alignment. So when I say brand identity, I'm not talking about Canva templates. I'm talking about who you are and how you show up and how people feel when they meet your brand. Because at the end of the day, people don't buy into your product. They buy how it makes them feel. They buy trust. They buy clarity. So if you don't define your brand, the internet will define it for you. So let's talk for a minute. This right here, this flow, it's a part nobody breaks down clearly enough. It's why you see so many women posting, grinding, doing everything, and still is wondering why they're not getting any clients. Let's walk through it step by step. First, it's going to be brand clarity. This is your foundation. If you don't know what you're offering, who you're helping, or what your voice is, nothing else will work. You can't market a message that isn't clear. So ask yourself, can people look at my page and instantly know what I'm about? Is my message clear, or is it cute and confusing? Second, it's going to be about consistent messaging. Once you're clear, you can be consistent. Consistency isn't just about showing up daily. It's about showing up with intention. It means when people hear your voice, when they read your caption, when they see your content, they feel the same vibe every time. They feel like they know you. Consistency builds recognition, and recognition builds trust. Third is going to be built in trust. When people trust you, you don't have to sell hard. You don't need to post 12 times a day or beg for engagement. Why? Because you position yourself as the go-to. You position yourself as the resource. Trust is what makes someone say, she got it. Dale got it. I'm coming to Dale. She know what she's talking about when she get on that brand identity. She posts the grants every month. I'm coming to Dell. I need funding. I need my credit fixed. I'm coming to Dell. That is what I mean. That is an example. So you don't need millions of followers. You need believers. You need people that is going to understand your vision. You need people that feel seen by your brand. That's why you need the clarity. You need people that is heard by you and that feels safe with you. The fourth is going to be aligned clients plus income. And when trust is in place, the income flows naturally. You start attracting aligned clients, people who are already sold before they even DM you, before they even click the link in your bio. These people will watch all your videos. These people will click on your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok. They will go to your YouTube. They will look you up on Google just to get to know you. They will join your community. They will do so many. If you just be real, if you just gain clarity on what your brand is, show up as your brand, and be consistent as what your message, what you are relaying, what you are selling, these people will, I'm telling you, they will follow you and they will support you. So you don't have to chase these people. All you have to do is magnetize. You don't need to pitch them. You just need to position yourself. Position yourself as the expert that you are. That's the shift that we're making in this bootcamp. So if you've been wondering, why am I posting but not converting? Or why do people say they love my content but never buy? The answer is probably somewhere in this chart. But once we understand that clarity is key, everything else starts to align. So let's pause for a second and get real. I want you to think about the version of you that's already successful. And the one that's driving a G-Wagon, the one that's waking up early in the morning and drinking a coffee with her hair wrapped, the one that's taking a shower with the big blessed window in the bathroom, the one that's at the hotel just because, getting ready to go to a spa at 2:00 p.m. So I want you guys to think about the successful you, the version that has the successful business, that has the systems in place, that has the income, that has the peace and the free time, the CEO you. Now, let's ask yourself, are you moving like her? Or are you still moving like someone that's trying to make their next dollar, that's still trying to survive? Let me show you what I mean. Survival says, I'll wait until it's perfect to start. What if I post and nobody responds? What if it doesn't work? Let me try to do everything myself. CEO says, I'll get better as I go. My people will hear me when I speak. What if this does work? Let me build a team, even if it's small. Survivor you waits for permission, and CEO you gives herself permission. And I'm saying this with love. You will stay stuck in survival mode if you don't make the decision to shift. You will stay in the same place if you don't make up your mind, because it is a mindset. It is a mindset. It starts with the mind. Before you can do anything physical, it starts with the mind. It starts with the brain. So your brand won't grow when you're playing small, when you're stuck in your head and you're overthinking. Your audience won't connect if you're still second guessing your every move and lacking confidence. So ask yourself, are you thinking like the woman you are now? Or are you thinking like the woman you want to become? Because the truth is, you won't wake up and she just magically appears one day. You have to start moving like her right now. Not today, but right now. You don't need followers. You don't need the perfect website. And you don't need all the answers. You just need to decide to become her now. You need to decide that you're the brand, decide that clarity is more powerful than fear, and decide that you're done playing small. Decide that you're taking action right now. And when you do this, everything around you will start to shift. When I was in this site, what popped up to me was stop waiting to be her and become her. Stop waiting. What you waiting on? You think she's just going to appear one day and voila, you're just successful one day? No, that pain is going to push you into your purpose. Your purpose is going to push you into alignment and that clarity. And I'm trying to tell you, and you're going to get structured. I'm trying to tell you. So we have the elite method. The elite method is how you is going to curate your brand from here on out. The elite method is going to elevate your mindset. It's going to legitimize your business. It's going to identify your brand. It's going to tool up with systems, and it's going to execute with confidence. So, my journey, and they took my picture down, but let's continue. Let's take a second to bring it home. I didn't create this boot camp because it was just some cute thing that I just wanted to host and come up with and post on Instagram and stuff. I created this because I saw women just like me with big ideas, making no income, posting 1,000 times a day. That's been me, posting 1,000 times a day, getting no interaction, having that big idea. You know this is a big idea, but having zero clarity. Or you think you get the clarity that you need, but then you have a million other questions that's just, it turns into a whole flow chart. You think that you know what your business is about, but do you really? So I was the girl who had a notebook full of plans, full of brand names, full of ideas. I had screenshots that I admired. I had definitely bought Canva templates that I could resell and package up and sell and things like that. I still have a whole bunch of stuff that I don't, that I just have, that I just have. Some stuff I am going to, a lot of the digital products that I have bought come with MRR and PLR rights, which is currently in my digital vault, which I'm going to release to my community. So if you guys do want to join the community, make sure you stay tuned because I will be dropping the community link in the chat. But if you guys have ever bought anything like that, I'm telling you that I have been one of those people that have just bought something because I can resell it and I can make money from it. And going through all of those different things, I still felt stuck. Why am I not making no money? I bought this. You guys said that I can sell it and make money. Where are the sales? I was posting, hey guys, I have this that I'm selling today. I'm selling it for $10. Come get it. I'm selling it for $5. Come get it. I'm selling it for $1. And you know something is wrong when you're selling something for $1 and no one is buying it. So I had the vision, but I didn't have the structure. I didn't know how to turn my purpose into a brand. I didn't have the systems, and I didn't have help. How far I have come now, I still don't have no help. And I'm going off of faith, purpose, clarity, structure, confidence, persistency, consistency. I'm going off of everything that I'm teaching you guys. I'm a witness. So if you wanna, like I said, you wanna be in a community with other women, make sure you join the community because it's other people that's like you. So I was tired of watching everybody else win. Baby, I'm in so many different Facebook groups. You have people that say, hey, I made this week. I made this month. Oh, I made this in 2 days. It's like, but I got the same product in, huh? But they had structure. They had a method. They had clarity. And let me be clear, just because someone is making sales does not mean that their business is fully structured. They fully have clarity. Because I know, and I have seen a lot of digital product sellers sell different niche, sell different types of things, which there's a way to structure their business. But I've definitely seen it. So just because someone has a business that they're making money from doesn't mean that it's as profitable as it can get. It doesn't mean that it's as successful that it can get, which that's why we're in this business. That's why we're in this boot camp, to maximize all the tools that we can get. So I stopped doubting myself. I stopped being quiet, and I just took that leap of faith, and I decided in my mind that I am her. I am her. The one that's drinking that tea 6 o'clock in the morning, going for a jog. I decided that I am her. I got clear. I got clear about who I was, clear about who I helped, clear about what made me different. I got clear about how to package everything that I knew. Once that clicked for me, I built my audience, I built my business, and I got paid. But more importantly, I got aligned. Now I teach other women how to do the same. Not because I'm perfect, but because I've been where you are. And I know that what's possible when you stop playing small, when you gain clarity, and when you start moving with purpose. So this boot camp, this isn't just a theory. This is real life for a lot of us. This is real life. And if it worked for me, I know that it can work for you. So now we're going to pause and actually do some work. Because clarity doesn't just come from more overthinking, it comes from writing it out. So I want you guys to grab your notebook, grab your notes app, pull out your iPad, whatever you're doing. I need you to write these things down. We're going to start building the foundation of your brand identity right now. This exercise is simple but powerful. It helps you uncover who you are as a brand and who you're meant to be serving. So I'm going to give you guys about 4 to 5 minutes. Don't overthink and don't try to be fancy. Just try to be clear. So here are the questions I want you to answer. 1, what is your brand called? 2, let me set a timer. Okay, so what transformation do you offer people? 3, who do you help? And 4, what 2 to 3 values matter the most? And 5, what do you want people to feel when they experience your brand? So now that I have read the questions, I'm going to start that Let's do 4 minutes. Start that 4-minute timer. And if you guys want to put your answers in the chat, you feel bold enough to do it, let's go. There's no right or wrong answers. So I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say. All right, 1 more minute left, guys. All right, and that is time. So let's get in, let's move on. So now that you started thinking about your brand identity, it's time to lock it in. This is your homework. And no, this is not just busy work. This is homework. This is the beginning of your brand's backbone. We call this the brand identity blueprint. And once you complete it, you'll be shocked how much easier everything becomes. Content, bios, visuals, your offers, they all flow when you're clear about your foundation. Brand Mission. Your mission is the heart of your brand, what you do and who you serve, and why it matters. Keep it simple and clear. Think of it as your brand's purpose statement that drives all your decisions. It should quickly answer, why does your business exist? Who do you help? What transformation do you offer? Core brand values. These are the principles that guide your business or that guides your brand behavior and decisions. Values set the tone for how you show up and connect with your audience. Pick 3 that truly resonate with you. They can be things like authenticity, empowerment, or transparency. When you live by your values, your audience feels it, and that builds trust. Emotional words. Think about how you want people to feel when they interact with your brand. These words influence your visuals, your messaging styles, and even your customer service vibe. For example, if you want to feel confident and welcoming, your content might be bold but approachable. Keep these emotions consistent to create a memorable brand experience. Platform commitment. Focus on one platform at a time to build momentum without burnout. Choose a platform where your audience is most active and where your content shines the best. Committing to showing up regularly builds familiarity and trust over time. It's better to be consistent in one place than scattered everywhere. So, this is where we are going to leave off of week 1. I want you guys to say some affirmations with me so we can affirm it. I am building a powerful, aligned brand. And say it like you mean it. Say it with confidence. I attract the right people with ease. My brand is trustworthy, valuable, and needed. I don't just need to be perfect. I just need to be consistent and persistent. I'm building a brand that changes lives, including mine. So make sure you say your affirmations every day so you can affirm, so you can manifest, so you can believe and have faith and take the actions so they align. So for next week, we are going to be talking about legitimizing your business because real business owners don't just create content. They set up systems and structure. So we'll be covering LLCs, EINs, and business credit basics. Creating your business email, phone, and domain. Setting up your brand to be seen as the real deal online and on paper. This is the part that takes you from side hustle to real business. So make sure you guys are here. So you guys did something powerful today. You guys showed up, you watched the video, you watched the entire clip. You could have put this off, but instead you pressed play, you took notes, and you made space to grow. I'm proud of you. This is just the beginning. So see you guys next week. My CEOs, my future CEOs, my business owners, my people that is dedicated to building a brand identity. I shall see you at the top.